Recently circulated recordings feature Florida Democratic Senate nominee Angie Nixon voicing support for significant electoral reforms, including the abolition of the Electoral College, the adoption of ranked choice voting, and the implementation of same-day voter registration. These positions have drawn strong criticism from Republican leaders as Nixon begins her general election campaign. In a March 14 interview with the Clay County Speaks podcast, Nixon advocated for the elimination of the Electoral College, emphasizing her belief in the principle of one person, one vote, and suggesting that the nation's political landscape would differ if the system were based solely on the popular vote. She also voiced support for abolishing the Senate filibuster, a procedural mechanism that allows the minority party to block the majority's legislative agenda. Nixon further stated her opposition to permitting non-party affiliated voters to participate in Democratic primary elections, contending that it diminishes the voice of Democratic voters. When asked about implementing ranked choice voting systems, Nixon expressed approval, reiterating a consistent stance in subsequent public forums, including a virtual question and answer session in June. Additionally, during her appearance on the podcast, Nixon endorsed permitting voters to register and cast ballots on Election Day, a practice not currently allowed in Florida, where voter registration closes before Election Day. Republican National Committee Election Integrity Communications Director Ally Triolo issued a statement condemning Nixon's proposals, framing them as threats to election security and asserting that her position does not align with maintaining the integrity of the electoral process. Fox News Digital reported that attempts to obtain comments from Nixon's state legislative office and campaign were unsuccessful at the time of publication. Nixon's victory in the Democratic primary against a well-funded establishment candidate, Alexander Vindman, has elevated her profile within the party. Her candidacy now proceeds to a general election contest against Republican incumbent Senator Ashley Moody. As Nixon transitions from state legislator to Senate nominee, the Republican National Committee continues to oppose her electoral reform platform, particularly as national party resources may flow into the race in an effort to influence control of the Senate. Nixon has also been a critic of recent election laws enacted by Florida's Republican leadership under Governor Ron DeSantis. These laws have introduced tighter regulations on mail-in voting, expanded voter identification requirements, and imposed restrictions on ballot collection and drop boxes. Despite broad bipartisan national support for some voter identification requirements, as indicated by recent polling, Nixon has sought to frame these measures as impediments to electoral access and has frequently characterized state Republican officials and institutions in harsh terms. She has accused Governor DeSantis and the courts, whose judges are gubernatorial appointees, of undermining democratic norms and perpetuating partisan interests. The upcoming Senate race between Nixon and Moody is expected to attract considerable attention, both statewide and nationally, as broader debates over election law and democratic processes remain salient issues in American political discourse. Want to make sure you never miss our latest videos? Tap that follow button right now. If our content brought a smile to your face, made you think, or taught you something new, please like this video and share with your friends and family. Your support helps our community grow, and sharing the love only takes a second. Thank you for watching and being part of our journey.